To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Slot man moves right. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Herbert. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Stafford.
Complete once again to Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Watson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. We got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Herbert
looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Justin Herbert looking to pass to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On first down, it's Herbert. Incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Touchdown!
Rashad Bateman
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Colts. Rashad Bateman, 38 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The slot man in motion right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And now here is another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an
touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Evans here.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jelani Woods,
34 yards.
and the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Xavier McKinney.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
This is fielded at the 7. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another big play here as they strike for 31. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch. They're made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and long, it's Stanford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
He's going to air one out, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
He's going to look deep here for Ward.
They got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Stanford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.